The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 49. You get the Nasdaq up 15. S&Ps are up 2.5. Gold contract down $10 at $12.56 an ounce. We have silver down 14 cents, $15.81 an ounce. Copper flat, $2.94 a pound. Light sweet crude up 44 cents, trading $56.39 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note flat, 124.19. 30-year bond up 6 ticks, 154.08. King dollar trading up 280 ticks at 30.45. The euro is trading at 117, actually almost 118 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 112.5 to the U.S. dollar. We get into these future markets, folks, and natural gas, they're taking it south. We get natural gas numbers coming out this morning.
4% down. What's going on? And we're going to get some cold weather. That's not how it's supposed to work. Man, this market, though, you blink twice. I did the update at 9 o'clock. I didn't look at it running around doing a bunch of stuff till 10 o'clock. Yeah. What happened, man? We went up like 200 points in the Dow over that time. Seriously.
So natural gas down 4%, trading at 297.
279.
279. Yeah, big difference. Big difference, 279, 297, especially in the natural gas market. Let's go, and okay, we got to bring it up. I mean, because we got
like the script to start with, and every day it should have Bitcoin at the top.
We got
15,000, right? Yeah, 15.5 now.
15.5. It hit 15,969.
Check that out. Up $2,200 today, and it's like up 50% this month. When you think about how the hysteria already. 50%, so we'll see. I know.
Well, the hysteria is going to be coming into Chicago on Sunday night.
Oh, boy.
And that is going to start at the CBOE, and then the CME, I suspect, is going to take it over on Friday.
It's quite a build-up to the excitement, man.
Oh, my God. So let's go to Chicago right now. Let's go to the trading headquarters of the world, TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. We got the guy, man. We got our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks.
What's he going to be doing Sunday? He's going to be paying attention to
this. This is going to be just wild,
that man. TD Network, they're going to be talking about Bitcoin. Whew.
TD Network's going to be talking about it. If you are a client of TD Ameritrade, folks, you are going to be able to trade in these futures. So
be careful.
Well, that's why TD and Thinkorswim are so into education.
Man,
There's no doubt, man. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, guys. I'll tell you two things. Number one, if you're coming to Chicago, bring a heavy coat.
Oh,
we'll check that box off.
Here.
Yeah.
And number two, yeah, we're thinking about planning like a Super Bowl party. We're going to have a Bitcoin open watching party.
You can't be a trader and not be excited to see what's at least going to happen.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I'll tell you what, Tommy. I think that this is going to be must-see. Well, do I call it TV or do I call it must-see trading tablet?
I like it. Must-see trading tablet. Mark that, patent that term, man. Trademark it. It's happening.
So listen to this, folks. This is, I know I'm a sick character anyway, but this is pretty sick. So the last 48 hours, right, I have been fighting with myself, trying to figure out, am I going to throw a bunch more bread over to my TD account, just for Bitcoin?
To
trade it.
Sell it?
No. I don't have. You just want
to be able to. Volatility's coming.
Yeah, but the way I kind of do it is just different vehicles. I don't want to use what I have because different vehicles are different things. And I haven't decided yet, Kevin. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying not to. That's what I'm doing.
Bitcoin 20,000, then you'll put some money to trade it. No, I kid. I know.
I bet a lot of people are struggling with that, though, right? Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, okay,
Well, here's my fundamental question that I think a lot of people are wrestling with. Is $15,000 Bitcoin $14,000 too high, or is it $100,000 too low?
That's a great question, man. I hear you. Why can't it be?
We're all trying to put a price on what this is.
Why can't it be at 100,000, right, Kevin? Or why can't it be at 1,000? Exactly. No, right. Yeah.
And the real issue is this. This entire industry is $250 billion.
Yeah.
That's not very big.
Right.
Right?
No.
That is fairly manipulatable.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
Yeah. Definitely.
Able to be manipulated.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I worry about in terms of swings. And as you can see now, it's virtually ticking in $1,000 increments.
And I agree. And that's what I think is so exciting about Sunday night, because it has the potential to be pushed around.
Yeah.
And we might see it get pushed around because it's the first time that it's going to open outside of all these different exchanges, really a futures market with institutional money maybe.
Yeah, a real market.
Poof.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to, like I said, I think the volatility in there is not going to be what these exchanges would hope for.
No.
They want a good, stable, two-way market with price discovery and things like that. I'm not sure you're going to get that just yet. I'm not sure. I have no evidence either way, but that's what concerns me about
You're making a lot of sense, Kevin, for sure.
No, yeah. I mean,
and not trading.
See, I don't think they'd like this build-up, too, because that's scary. I mean, you go up, you don't want it to be at 20,000 because guess what, man? It's up 60, 70% in the last month. Just regular people might start taking their money. Then you might have power players come in and say, let's see how far we can push this down.
Well,
I mean, it's...
it's just like kind of what I'm saying, okay, just stay away from it for right now. Do you know what I mean?
As long as you're prepared to... Yeah.
That's a good point. TD Ameritrade will not allow their customers to go in if they don't feel that it's liquid enough to be a stable market.
Right.
So we'll be monitoring it very carefully for people getting in.
They're going to have a watch party at the offices, man, at TD Ameritrade and make sure all this for sure.
Yeah, but it's going to, like I said, I look forward to 6 months from now when it's a more liquid product, open interest. What you look for, Tom, what do you look for in futures? Open interest, right?
Yes,
tight bid ask, good markets. I'm not sure you're going to get that day one, and that's what we're looking for.
No, and it will get there. I agree. It'll get there.
It's a great point, man.
Yeah, it will. But day one, because the market's going to have to find where supply equals demand on day one, and it could be, way away from where it's at right now. I mean, it could.
Yeah, and hey, it might be $50,000 higher.
I know.
That's what's so amazing.
I don't know for sure. I really don't have a clear. I've been racking my brain trying to price this thing and figure out what a fair price is. I still can't.
I mean, if it changes the world, I was going to say, Bitcoin could be at $1 million in 2 years, 5 years, but there's no reason. It really isn't. Because you put it, the market cap on the entire Bitcoin universe is nothing right now. In the grand scheme of if it actually becomes something that's accepted everywhere, maybe that's how you then are trading other cryptocurrencies. It becomes like the gold standard of cryptocurrency trading, where you're trading, it's just, or guess what? Or it could be at 1,000 in 3 days from right now.
I completely agree. I think it's going to be, it's just a matter of who's right. Right? All these people that are into it, or is Jamie Dimon right?
Right.
And say this is the fraud. I mean, some people on the other side are pretty strong in their opinions.
And I think that, they have a point, man. There's so many Bitcoin wallets that get, like a Bitcoin wallet got lost yesterday. It was stolen, 68 million. It's like, really? Hey, give me a break, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It said they stole it from the virtual wallet. Doesn't feel virtual to me.
Virtual wallet as they're down in the Caribbean, right?
I got a virtual aneurysm from that virtual wallet.
45 minutes right here, folks. Kevin, thanks so much.
Thanks, Kevin.
Just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that market you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Dow right now is up 51. You get the Nasdaq up 17. S&Ps are up 2.5. Let's go over to the Nadex platform. Take a look at this natural gas market out here, because natural gas, we are coming out at 10:30, and that thing has got slammed.
It sure has, man. I was trying to back up the chart. Let's see if it'll back up. There we go. Because I wanted to see the full. Yeah, so there we are. I mean, you're talking about, when is that? That's yesterday.
295, yeah, broke $3.
I was just looking at the full, and then we're at like 293 still there, 278. So quite a run it's been to the downside. We'll zoom in a little bit. So we went into commodity spreads. Natural gas, let's start it off with the 11 a.m.s. So right now we're trading at 278. If we went in here, now this is where we've had so much movement that some of these spreads might not exactly align up like we want, right? Because there's been so much movement, but 285, excuse me, would be our opportunity at 11 a.m.
Okay.
And that's just how far this has moved so quickly. You know, these get set, I think, at probably 9 a.m. They're 2 hours. And so in the last hour and 20 minutes, you know, you can see on this chart, back at 9 a.m., we were almost at 285, right? Yep. So that's where the middle gets set. So let's just see if we jump around to the noon ones, which get set at 10. So that's where they get set at 10. It's set at 280. That's a little bit closer in line.
Yeah.
Okay, so it would have a little bit of a bearish intrinsic value there. But let's just see as they line up. So 280, this would be our positive side one, paying $9, all premium, right, out of the money.
Yeah.
And then on the negative side, we're going to have about 22 ticks of value, 2.2 pennies to the downside in value. Is that right? Yeah, so you're getting in pretty much almost at market there, right?
278. Yeah.
I mean, close.
Yeah,
we're paying almost 2 ticks. Instead of we're getting in at 278 instead of 278.8.
Right.
But so both contracts, noon expiration, looking at about $29 or almost 3 pennies, call it 2.9 pennies, away from 280. And right now we're 2.1 pennies away. So that's where you'd be bearish. You'd have that value to the downside, and we'll see where it goes. And just before we jump around, I just wanted to jump to the 230s, because that's where, now these are 20-cent spreads. You jump to the 230s, you have 40-cent spreads. They're at the same price point, and this is where, again, if you were going to make that trade, it probably makes sense to do it here, because, again,
especially in a day like today,
we'll pair them up. So the upside one, you're going to be paying 12 instead of paying about 9. Now, actually, this has moved, so it's not even, because the market's moved a little bit. So you'd be paying 11 for the upside one for the noon one.
Okay.
Not paying much more, only 12 to the downside, to the upside.
This is
Yep, this is the 230. I know I'm jumping around quick, but so I overlaid them just so people can follow. This is the positive one for noon. That way you can really see. That's a perfect example of the bid offer.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And then on the downside one, this is where you're going to have all your value. So this is going to be the expensive one. You're going to pay a little bit more money, 26, versus, let's just put it, 21. Now, again, not only do you have until 2:30, but you also have the extra 20 cents to see how it goes. Whoops.
So let's,
I'm going to bring it over.
Okay.
There we go. Go for it.
So let's just see this thing, because I put this on a continuous contract, and it had looked like this was going to get smoked anyway.
Quite a move, almost 14 cents to the downside.
Now, once it NG1.
We were just at 330.
Yep. So
just at 320.
See, when you do this, though, that's
8 days ago.
This is, you can see that it was going after it.
Sure.
You know,
no, we're at the low, almost at the lower end. What is the low there?
Now this is that's 272, 275. The way this is moving, though, this would be like a classic Larry Pesavento, especially in the future. Well, in any market, but I remember I got this off Larry, man. When you have wide price spreads, right, you better get out of the way, man.
Get Larry on the phone. Get him back on here. We need another hour.
It's the truth. I remember the first time I heard him saying it years ago, man.
It makes sense, right?
It is, because...
Now, when you're saying that, as in it might just continue down?
That's correct.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
Right.
No, that makes sense.
That you don't want to step in the middle of a wide price spread.
Oh.
So, you know, that puts game at 264, man.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah. I mean...
And the bottom of that is 252.
As in, we could hit that after the inventories break.
Yeah, because if you break this level, we're right at the level.
To have that type of action right before you get inventory numbers, and right before you have this cold spell, which obviously isn't putting too much demand into the market, or, you know, fear that there's going to be less supply as the price just plummets.
Look at that, you know? It's coming across.
Sure.
I mean,
for sure.
That's, you know, it's
I would agree.
It's like...
Yep.
252 is game.
Yep.
So if you think it's cheap now, wait a few minutes.
And what's interesting, so just going back, so this is, you know, we had a nice run when you look at from last November into December. That's where we reached the highs basically at the end of December, coming right in. A little bit different pattern for the year, as in, you know, we've been going from 320 down to 280, almost 40-cent decline. In a similar time pattern of the November. Usually builds up. That's you know, right.
This is what people are banking on, cold weather, and that's why they're buying it. But you know, in this particular case, guess what? Whatever's going on out here, right now it seems like there's going to be more supply than there is demand. If we go over to the UNG,
one more time, I got that.
I expect that this has broken out its lows. So I was looking at it yesterday. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I was looking at this yesterday. And this broke out its lows again.
Big time.
This is, and that's a.
It's going to be below that low in March. Yeah, 578. We're way below it.
Yep. So
talking about 5-6% below that mark already.
So you don't have any support inside the ETF structures at all either. And that's a problem, because, you know, it's the chicken egg deal. You know, you buy the ETF, they got to buy the future.
Sure.
You sell the ETF, they got to sell the future. I mean, that derivative product is out there. It's out there in spades.
So we'll see. We get inventory numbers in 5 minutes. But to kill some time, let's go back to Bitcoin.
This is because now, folks, we have the numbers, meaning the margin numbers and everything else on Bitcoin, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So I'd say before we dig into like some of the verbiage that they use, let's go down to the real meat of things, all right? Which is like we were talking about. So of course you're going to have the initial margin requirement, 35%. We covered that, and then here's where the curbs kick in. 2-minute trading breaks will kick in if the daily price moves 7% away from the previous day's settlement price, then again at 13%, and a hard limit at 20% when all trading will cease unless the trading can restart within that band. There are no stated plans to offer options on the futures. As of now, yeah.
Right.
That would be too much rocket fuel. Any sensible person would probably agree with that. It's standard stuff. It's so Bitcoin did drop nearly 20% on November 29th. It wouldn't have triggered the hard price limit, though. And maybe I'd say, what's going on? You probably correctly said maybe that was just where it fell within the day. As in, one day encompassed a 12% decline of that. Yeah. The next day was technically an 8% decline. But, man, when you're playing with, like, those types of distinctions, it's like it dropped 20% in a 24-hour period. So it just got lucky that it didn't drop in your quote-unquote day
correct.
Of trading.
That's correct.
But they also had in here that initial margin is going to get checked twice.
Per day.
Per day.
Right.
And I'm not.
And the individual broker-dealers are going to be able to basically say that, no, I want 50%.
And
I want whatever I want.
There'll be a twice daily requirement to make sure the 35% buffer is intact, given Bitcoin's constant swings, and clearing members can impose a higher limit if they want. Now, what they didn't state in here is what time is the open, what time is the close.
What time is the settlement,
which will be an important distinction for the margins, right? And what time are they going to do those double checks?
Yeah.
Because you're like, man, if it's 3 o'clock, like, come on, Bitcoin, go up. Don't get me margins.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. EIA natural gas stockpiles rose 2 BCF.
Median estimate was supposed to be a decline of 4 BCF.
There's so small numbers compared to what we're used to.
Yeah.
So let's see what
Let's see. I can already see it's about already about 278. We'll pull up the chart, but not too much action immediately. Yeah, literally pretty tame, right? Almost nothing. You wouldn't even know the news just broke.
Yeah.
So
what I guess I would say that who would have think that you're in December and they went down at all? I mean, it's supposed to be a draw out, right?
Sure.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a draw down, not basically.
But in reality, too, right? Even if the cold spell is coming right now this weekend, that wouldn't be the drawdown yet on these numbers. Maybe next week. Sure. But I know, just in general, we're in December. There should be drawdowns.
Right.
But we've been, like Basil was saying, remember? He's like, it's so warm.
Oh,
so we really have.
Caitlin last night. It was 40 degrees in Boston, 45, which is warm.
Which is nice.
In December.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
you can't complain with 40 degrees from December through about February, right? Right, and no snow and all that.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Basil Chapman, we're 24 hours away, less than that, from Basil's course, Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday again.
And the market just keeps rocking. So I just wanted to see what the Dow 30, because, man, when I came in here to do the show, I just want to see that first hour from 9 until 10 o'clock. Yeah, look at that run. So there's 9 o'clock when I did the 9 o'clock update.
Yeah.
We're 24,080. And that's when I was like, okay, market's down like almost, 140. And, man, by the time 10 o'clock, I come back in, I said, what's going on, man? Everything's positive. Of course it is. Quite a run. Anyway, hopefully we see some good market action for his class tomorrow. Basil will be in here with his students, 9 a.m. He'll be in the interactive trading room, chat room, in there with his live charts. It'll all be archived, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, going till 4:30 in the afternoon. And Basil will be talking about basically his entire trading methodology. So, it's a master trader course, but Basil wanted to emphasize that you don't need to be a master trader to enter this. It starts right at the beginning. You can learn everything.
Yeah.
His entire methodology, talking about those peaks, the peak Ds, higher peaks, lower troughs. He went over yesterday how he's going to be starting with those blank charts,
which is cool.
going over, because it's so easy when you see a chart notated.
Right.
You say, okay, that makes sense. But when somebody says, clear it off, now draw it for me. And you're like, oh, well, is this the point? Is that the point?
No, exactly.
Is that a B? Is that why isn't it? Why is it?
And how subjective is it? Listen.
It's like if you learn anything, but then going back and doing it yourself is a different deal. So that's where starting from scratch is a cool deal. I look forward to watching him notate all those charts. Buy modes, sell modes, sustaining rallies and declines. Now, he always talks about, and I understand these, but I'm looking forward to him kind of explaining how he uses the MACD, how he uses the stochastic, because he really likes those two moving averages.
He correlates them with the peaks. Exactly.
Right, that's it. So, he has them on his chart, but how are you correlating them? And, they're important as to, he's talking about, MACD, stochastic is doing this, when we're at a peak D, etc. And, of course, anyone that signs up, you receive a month of his opening call, $128 value. We'll mail you his CD book. I think it was 465 slides in that bad boy, $249 value. That's worth it itself. And so it's a great deal. I encourage people to check it out. And it will be fully archived. That's something, it's going to be 7.5 hours. Maybe you just want to go back through when he's notating that one chart and watch it again to pick everything up. So it'll be fully archived. I'm sure we're going to have to break it down to 4 or 5 different segments, maybe an hour and a half each of the full segment. And those will be up there
Which is nice.
For as long as you want.
Yeah,
we give them for 30 days. But something like this, in 2 months, you might want to still be reviewing that.
Sure.
And so you'll have access to it. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., we'll be in here at 8 in the morning, getting set up, making sure all that technology is good to go. Everyone's in the room. And I encourage people to check it out. I know, pretty crazy, right? December 8th, we're here, man.
Baby.
We are here.
We are here.
You got to love the market action, man. Gotta love it. Anytime you're just even on a weekly basis, if we get a little bit of a tame day, there's so much. I mean, what peak are we on now, man? we'll find out at 12 o'clock when Basil comes on the show.
Because I had him on yesterday.
Yes.
And I don't know if I think the Dow is down enough that it didn't go over its high yet. No, it hasn't. Okay. So, So
it's so funny where we're so trained to be like, are we at new highs? Are we at new highs?
No, exactly.
It feels like every day, right?
So that was a peak D. I did the interview last night.
So he was on our morning show yesterday. Is what it was. That's it. Yeah.
So.
Yep.
877-927-6648. Let's go to the gold.
Can I I was just going to take a peek at natural gas real quick before. I was just curious. Okay, 278. No action again. It's just interesting. Sometimes it moves away, but no action there at all. Yeah.
So gold, let's go take a look at this baby. So they slammed this baby good this morning. Whoops. Gee, this is where we go 2008, which is just amazing. 2008, 2018.
We'll get that.
2008.
Well, February, December 8th, 2018. There's lots of 8s flying around.
So,
I know. Down like $9, $10. Yeah, $10.70. Yep.
You had the first slam down at 9 o'clock this morning. That got to 12.54. You come back down again to 12.54. Still with a little too much volume, 8,100. Well, versus 9,000. Now, we just got down to 12.54 again, and we only had 3,100. Now, what I'd be looking for is a sign of strength. I actually bought it down here inside the Nadex platform.
Nice.
This is where defined risk, folks, makes a big difference.
You just get a little bounce, whatever it is. I mean, it's been quite a decline where you could just get a pullback to the upside. I mean, we've dropped from 13.20 we weren't at that long ago.
All right, and if I go over, I mean, one of the main reasons, if I go over and we take a look at this dollar, the dollar is not strong, man. I mean, but bottom line,
and of course, if you get dollar weakness, you're going to get some gold strength.
You get action.
Sure.
And what is also happening is that we are right in the middle of a good news cycle right now, because what's happening is that you have DXZ.
They're not going to let you pull it up.
I know.
I don't know.
We're right in the middle of.
There we go. Okay.
The whole budget deal. So the budget's going to be on the agenda.
And they're literally, I think, as we speak, passing a stopgap for 2 weeks.
They're trying to.
I think they'll get that done, because that's almost a meaningless. Where literally, I think it's the end of the day tomorrow, is.
That's right. Saturday, if they don't have it done Saturday morning, the government's out of money.
Right. And then, of course, I think they can play with tricks where they're not quite out of money, and they'd eventually run out in like 2 or 3 months by ending their accounting. But so the plan is, I think House is going to pass a 2-week stopgap. Senate's going to approve it pretty quickly. But then guess what? It's still, it's 2 weeks. 2 weeks is like, right? And so it's all it is delaying that same. So it is front and center. I agree. That's
so I'm figuring intraday out here, you might get some action. That's because Trump's meeting with both Republicans and Democrats, and I'm sure that's going to be a food fight.
Nothing's happening. No news coming out of there. No tweets.
That's going to be a good food fight.
Oh yeah, there'll be some rhetoric thrown around this afternoon for sure.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So hey, we'll see where it shakes out. But the dollar certainly isn't doing anything. If we go over to the yen, we take a look at the correlation inside the yen.
Maybe if we could jump to platinum after that.
Yeah,
for
we will.
Carlos, see how it's going.
The yen, that's coming into the downdraft from the 17th of November also.
Okay.
And you stay right there. We'll be coming back. We'll go over the rest of these metal markets. Dow up 52, Nasdaq up 40. Nasdaq just caught a bid. S&P's up 5.5. In fact, S&P's just caught a bid. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. Stay right there.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are trading up 42. You get the Nasdaq up 43. S&Ps are up 5.5. Percentage-wise, that we have out here is that you have the Dow up almost 0.2, S&P up 1.5, and the Nasdaq caught a bid up 0.6%. We got to go back to Bitcoin. I mean, it's interesting. I heard on Bloomberg.
16. We're at 16,000.
That's right. On Bloomberg this morning, I heard that a couple. They were saying, they got a couple emails saying they're sick of hearing about Bitcoin. But my take would be, if you're in the finance business, you got to pay attention to it. I mean, it's like, who's kidding who? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
well,
really?
Especially with, futures. This isn't just cryptocurrency now. There's going to be futures.
Yeah,
trading on the biggest exchanges in the world. Starting Sunday and the following Sunday. It's like, that's a futures market, and it's the most volatile futures market in the world right now.
Yeah.
Of course it's going to be talked about. And it's making new dramatic highs every single day.
When we just put this up, this is like
yeah. Put it longer, right?
I got a year. That's what I got to do.
Yeah.
There it is.
So, a year ago, we're at, and to put it, there's December 16th, so even I'll find the exact, what's today, the 7th?
7th. Pearl Harbor Day.
So there we go. 752 or 769.
That is just
so under $800 a year ago, and then we'll square it even a little bit closer to reality in terms of how close. You're looking at September under 3,000 at one point. Now we're at 16,000.
And November 17th it was for 5,000.
Yes.
5,400.
Yep. 5,600. 5,605 was the low. Pretty remarkable. We're over $10,000 up since November 15th. This has to be scaring the SIBO and the CME.
It should.
You don't want this to just run up to 20,000
before it even starts,
before futures begin, because like we're talking about, if it hits 20,000, a 20% curve is only back down to 16,000. Well, that seems completely rational.
Yeah.
In no time.
It was 2 days.
Right.
Yeah. So let's go over to the platinum contract and take a look at it. So we go into the January contract. This went down, got into the lows that was established out here just in July. 985, 895 was the number.
Yes.
Hits 895.50, and I like the setup, and I can tell you why I like the setup. This is going to be a good indication for gold also, and what it is. Let me put this on 2 days so we can get it closer. Is that you come down and hit it, number one, but that's not the key. The key here is that we had a buyer come in at 9:30.
Yep.
And that's the strength that you need. So after you get a test of lows, folks, what you're looking for is a sign of strength. Now, we haven't got that yet in the gold market. But that is a sign of strength. You know, so it's like, hey, they can go to 904 again. You know, it's tested the bottom.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know, and then we put this back. You know, the danger, of course, is that it's still, you know, right there. But that's the other. On the other side of that, if you go to 909, 80,
the lows of kind of October 3rd.
Yeah, you're back inside the range.
Yes.
You know, so that's a spike low. You go after the July contract, had lighter volume, tested it, come out of it with strength, you get action. You know, go back to the gold contract again for a second. Let's see, I'm on 2008. Okay.
I know. It's gonna be a
2018.
No,
2008.
oh no, I didn't even catch you. See, that's what I was just saying. It is. It's that transition. We're coming. It's December. And
so you can see the difference here. Well, actually, that was almost strength. Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more. And that was at 9:32, so it was at the same bar.
Market open. There's always a little action at 9:30, no matter what.
Yeah. So we'll see where this.
How about GE? They're laying off 12,000 people, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like the market. Oh no, they're up now.
Yeah.
It's this is, and I did the 9 o'clock update. It was pretty much unchanged as of the 9 o'clock update, and that's just saying the market knows this is coming. That wasn't a surprise. Normally a company lays off 12,000 people.
Right.
Whoa. But the market knows there's layoffs coming for GE. That's any it's fact.
And they have 295,000.
They do. And can we go into the news because it was 12,000? It's what area is it in? Let's see. It's power business. So that's where that's it. And so it's 18% though of their power workforce. That's quite a number when you put it that way. I mean, that is a big shift in what's going on in their power workforce, obviously reducing that part of their business. So they plan to cut 12,000 jobs in its power business. So the company's new leader looks to slash cost and stabilize the beleaguered manufacturer. So cutting almost 1 out of every 5 employees in that part of their business.
It's interesting. It says as the unit becomes leaner, as customers turn away from fossil fuel-based energy sources. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, the electric world is coming at us, man. Tesla, cars, and then when you look at how Tesla they have units that you can put into your home. Solar is a big deal now, so it's interesting.
Well, the argument this gets interesting too because they were talking about the coal miners, right?
Okay.
And the aspect that they could open up the coal again. Trump wanted to open up the coal. The bottom line is that the people that were buying the coal, they've already changed to natural gas, and natural gas is much cheaper than coal. So the market forces, are ahead of the market. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's not, and you can see it. If I don't know.
1 out of every 5 employees are getting cut, and they talked about. So part of it is that, and I'll just scroll up a little bit because it said the research, they reassess their spending in areas such as research and development too, but guess what? That factors into, plowing money into power businesses when in reality, it's going to be electric, it's going to be renewables, it's going to be natural gas. So trimming the workforce will help GE achieve its goal of slicing $1 billion of structural costs next year in the power division. $1 billion in that power division alone. Plan's part of a larger effort to cut $3.5 billion of expenses across the company through 2018. Quite a number of expenses you got to cut, so that's why 12,000 people get laid off. Market knows it's coming. They've already put out these numbers, I believe. At least this number I know I've seen, $3.5 billion. So the shares climbed a bit. After falling a day earlier to the lowest.
This guy's got his hands
6 years.
His deal cut out for him.
He does. What he's going to have is probably a little leeway, though, in terms of
for sure.
You can't judge him in a year, right?
No,
it's going to be
3 or 4
chaos,
years, easy.
Right?
Yeah, right.
So it's kind of cool to be in that spot where you say, I could almost do anything right now, because massive change is needed.
Right. Yeah. Pretty amazing.
Yeah. Can I just, before we jump, so they had 300,000 employees at the end of last year. Power was the company's biggest division, though, so that's pretty interesting. With sales of $26.8 billion, and they're cutting 1 out of every 5 employees in their biggest division. The total would have been 36.8 if it wasn't for accounting, the effects of reorganization. They didn't specify where they'll come from. The bulk will be outside of the U.S., according to positions in France won't be affected due to stipulations when they bought one of their companies.
Yeah, and they bought this company, right? Like, when oil was higher, and they paid a fortune for it. And so that was
obviously had stipulations saying you can't just fire everybody when you buy them.
Because it was a French company.
Sure, right.
It was a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it's going to go through or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they paid up the nose for it, too.
So this is, so the manufacturer may hit hard by weakening demand for new gas-fired electricity generators as the cost of gas-fired renewables slide. The power unit expanded considerably, there it is, with the $10 billion acquisition. But the drawn-out deal has turned to be a drag, intended to broaden the lineup. Yeah, the tie-up pushed GE's workforce to 65,000, so yeah, they have some regrets for that, I'm sure.
Yeah. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are trading up 46, Nasdaq's up 41, S&Ps are up 6.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. You stay right there because we got Thinkorswim coming up next, and then we got Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back, and of course Thursday we got Mr. Andy Hecht. We were just talking about so Bitcoin just a little under 16,000, hit 16,300 today, and I would say that because you are running around so much. Those computers are going to have a huge advantage over human traders, too.
I would agree. Yeah, there's going to be arbitrage opportunities.
Right.
Because you can still trade Bitcoin on those exchanges. So that's going to get interesting. When futures move versus those exchanges, there's a lot of bright technology and traders in the big financial hubs right now saying, okay, we're going to have arbitrage opportunities with futures versus what it's trading on I don't even know them well enough. Coinbase, I don't even, but all of those markets, are they going to keep up, right? And think about it. They're used to shaving pennies. Man, you might be able to shave $500 on some of these.
Totally.
$1,000
second.
as they move, right?
Every second, yeah.
And that's where, man, if they're doing those types of trades, are the futures going to get way out of whack versus, are they going to drive the market crazy?
They are going to drive the market for sure.
So it's amazing when you look at here's Tuesday, here's Thursday, of course, today, here's Wednesday. We're at 12,000, under 12,000, all of Tuesday. Even into the overnight session, there's 10 o'clock at night Tuesday. Wow. We're at about 12,000. So the point being, we're up 4,000 from there. We're up 33%.
In 48 hours.
Even 36 hours if you push it. But yeah, Tuesday trading, these curbs might get pushed, man. Because if you're trading this, be prepared to lose everything you have in there. Look
what just happened.
Yeah, look at it. New highs.
New highs. Folks, this is just amazing. They must have heard you.
Yeah. Be prepared.
So that just went up $600 in a tick.
We're at new highs. There it is.
Yeah,
16.
it did.
Yeah.
We were 15,000, 800 or something.
Totally, man. Look at zooming in.
Yeah.
There it is. New highs, baby.
Okay.
All right.
17's coming at you. You stay right there, folks. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Thanks,
Pal. Wow! Go get him, folks. That was crazy.
Basil Chapman will be hosting a full-day Master Trader class Friday, December 8th from 9 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. This live 7.5-hour online class will teach you the complete concepts of Basil's Chapman Wave trading methodology, along with a variety of indicators and charting patterns that Basil uses on a daily basis, including the concept of higher peaks and lower troughs, the importance of the peak D, buy and sell modes, sustaining rallies and declines, MACD, stochastic, moving averages, on-balance volume, and much more. Everyone that attends will also receive Basil's CD book introducing the Chapman Wave methodology, a $249 value, along with 1 month of his daily trading newsletter, The Opening Call, a $128 value. Basil will be using live charts where and when possible in the webinar to show the concepts of his trading methodology, which works on all time frames. For all the details and to reserve your spot today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.